Our last one for today, right? Larry, what did you get for SC? Any others? Get something else? Good job. That's the right answer. BD. Tyler. You didn't get an answer. You didn't compare with Kate then, did you? Why is it 18, Kaden? This is 6. How did you get that with 6? How did you know this was 6? Because B to G is 12. So G to D is half of that, so that's 6. 6 and 12 and get 18. Okay. Way to go. We're good. Okay? Go ahead and write. Pass your paper to the end. Make sure your name's on it. Did you get it right? Know the formulas for medians. No, don't like that. Know the formulas for medians. That works. You're going to finish before the end of the day. I got to talk to you for just a minute. Okay, so we're good, right? All right, so, yes. Oh, I missed you guys. Sorry, Tyler. Hey, you guys, one thing I want to just remind you, okay? Here's your reminder. You have 2 days off, right? This would be a great chance to catch up, okay? So if you're behind, get caught up this weekend, please. It's for your best interest. I know I've tried to put videos up for every day. Couple days it hasn't worked because the cloud call says, and I don't get it. But if there's some day that you need a video that's not there, send me a text and I'll figure something out and send you one. Okay? So that's what I want you to do. Catch up. Make sure you're all caught up. Make sure you're ready to go. Okay? Okay, we will be taking a test next Wednesday. Oh, no! What? Have we done anything hard? Yeah. How? It's like Wednesday. Wednesday, a week from today. Okay. Yesterday we did mid-segment, right? Yesterday we did mid-segment. Okay, so questions from mid-segment. We all finished. Look at that. Questions from mid-segment. 3.5. You're just a little behind if you're on 3.3. Because it was due last night. 3.4 is due tonight. You're plus 2 on 3.5. Go ahead. 13. Okay, let's do 13. Okay. 13. Okay, turn the page. There goes. Which part of 13?
All of it.
Well, I'm not going to do it all, but I'll help you set it up. I'll help you get started. Okay? Hopefully, did you get any of it? Okay. So look at just the x's. Here's the x. It's a side, right? What do we know about the side length? This length. What is? These two are equal. So you could set it up that way. I feel like it's doing something, driving me crazy. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so these two are equal. So you could solve that for x, right? Now look at y. Here's y. What do we know about this one? They're equal also. So those two are equal. Okay, now we can look at z. Here's z in the middle. What do we know about that one? What do we know about that one? On a mid-segment, what do we know about this mid-segment? It's the same as this one? No. It's the same as this one?
Oh, that one.
Say it louder. Someone back there was saying it. It's 1/2 of what? 18. So I could do this, 2z minus 3 equals 9, right? Okay, so now you got them all set up. Are you okay, Oakley? Okay. Any others? Go ahead, Chloe. No, this is a totally different problem. Set it up the same way. What do you know about this one compared to this one? Okay, so if I could take half of this, right? So I could say 3z is equal to 6z minus 3, right? Right? And you could solve that. What do you know about this one and this one? They're equal, and these two are also equal. Does that make sense, Chloe? Okay, so you're going to solve it the same way. You're just going to do different problems. Okay? Any others? Go ahead, Maddie. Sure. 5x minus 6 equals 3x. Well, 5x. Yeah, you're right. When you get an answer that makes it negative, you're probably multiplying it by a negative number. But you're right. Logically, it can't be a negative unless like this was negative 3x, then it could be, right? It would have to be. So usually we don't make mistakes like that. Hopefully we fixed all the mistakes in the packet that's like that. But if you ever get something like that, ask the question. Okay? Good question. Did everybody understand what she was saying? What she was saying is if she solved this question and got z equals -2, it wouldn't work out. Because 3 times -2 would say this side would be -6. And a side length can't be negative. That's what she was trying to say. Okay? She's right. So if it came out as a negative and you were questioning whether it would work or not, ask the question. Because you probably did something wrong or I made a bad question. Which could be true. Okay? Any others? Okay. So here's what we're going to do today. It's called side splitter theorem. And what happened? Why did you decide that? Okay, so here's what happened. We did ratios, and we did problems. We learned how to solve them. You guys knew how to solve them. That's what somebody in the other class called it, the bubble thing, the bubble cross, but whatever. The cross thing, right? We know how to solve them. And then we did some things with certain triangles that were like mid-segments were in the middle. And we did medians that cross and were sometimes in the middle, sometimes were third. And We did ratios with them. Today we're going to just do some random crossing side splitting. Okay, so let me give you an example. It says, we'll start here. It says, draw a large triangle and label your vertex A, B, and C. So you guys just go ahead, whatever you want your triangle to look like, draw a triangle, make it A, B, and C. Okay, that's the first step. It says, select any point on A, B, and label it E. And I'm going to pick this one up here, so it's not in the middle, but it's on AB, and it's labeled E. Now I'm going to draw a line that's parallel to BC, that's parallel to this one, and it has to cross through E. So it's going to go like this. Okay? These two lines are parallel. Okay? This point we're going to call point F. Now, you could see that this piece right here and this piece right here, this is not in half. You'll agree with that? And this piece down here isn't half of this line. But they're set up that way. These two lines have to be parallel. And then it says, if we measure the ratio, this ratio to this one, so BE, AE to BE, it's going to be the same ratio as this one to this one. Or these are proportional. That's the side splitter theorem. It says, whatever number I have here, let me put some numbers in, 8 and 3. If this side is 9, we can figure out what x is using proportion. So what we do is we just say 8 over 3 equals 9 over x, and I solve it. I get 8x equals 27, so x equals 27 over 8. And that's our answer. I want to zoom just that much. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's take a look at this one. How would I set it up? Kaden, go. Yeah, go. Hey, go ahead. How would you set it up, Kaden? Equals. Okay, so the 15 was on the top.
Yeah.
So x over 20. Okay, see how that works? We got to make sure that we put them in the same spot. Okay, so then I could solve it, right? 8 times solve it.
Do it.
Okay. 300. Okay. Now what?
5.
So x equals 300 over 18, right? Which is 53rd. Not bad. Okay, the problem comes when they don't give me what I need. So look at this one. Okay, see how this one is a problem? Why is this one a problem? Because they don't have a number here, but they have this number here. Not 10, what is it?
13.
How'd you get 13, Titan?
The other one.
That is 7, so that has to be 13. Now I can set it up, can't I? How do I set it up? 13 over 7 equals 19 over x. Solve away, right? Do we need to solve it? Nah, we got the idea of solving, right? Okay, so here goes. What about this one? X over 16 equals 17 over 21. We can solve that. All right, turn the page. So it's not bad so far, right? Yeah, okay. Now here's the catch. You ready? I know, there's always a catch. Splitting the triangle in this way makes another pattern in addition to the triangle proportionality. Because the lines are parallel, we created similar triangles, remember? Because the angles are the same. No, but the big triangle, the whole big one, and the little one, they're similar triangles, okay? This isn't a triangle, this is a trapezoid. It's not similar to anything. Okay? So sometimes we can set it up using the whole thing. So for example, they said AB is similar to what? On the other triangle. AB and AD. CA and EA, DE and DB. Okay? So because they're similar, we can set up ratios. If I took and pulled that small triangle off, I would have A, B, C, and we know it's similar to this big triangle over here, which was D, A, E. And then I could set up proportions using these two triangles. Remember we said this is to this as this is to that, right? So sometimes it helps if it's not giving us a split side. Well, we could set it up using that. We could say x over a equals y over b. Okay? Oh, don't let it shut down, because here we're going to do one. Well, don't shut it down. Here we go. Look at this one. Look at this one. This one, we have two triangles. We have this little green one right here. And then we have the great big one. So I'm going to draw out our two triangles. The green one and the big one. Okay? It said this side was 7. This side was 8. This side was 12. And they want us to find this one. Okay? Did you see how I did that? So I took this little triangle and I pulled it off. And I left the big triangle. Okay, so we're doing the same thing. We're setting it up as a proportion. So I go what? 7 over 8 equals 12 over x. And I can solve it. 12 right here. This whole side was 12. So this whole side was 12. Okay, so let's look at this next one. Okay, here goes. I got this little teeny triangle right down here. Okay, this side was 4, this side was x. And then I've got the great big long triangle, the one that's really the whole triangle. This side is 4 here and 6 here, and this whole side is 5. Okay, so how long is this side? 10. Now set up my triangle, or my proportion, it would be what? 4 over x equals 10 over 5. And you can solve it. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so let's try this one. This one's a little bit different, but it works the same way. You could look at this one and set up a proportion. We can do x over 80, this over this, equals 21 over 50. And look what I got. I did this little part here over 80, and I did the little part here. See, they're both on the bottom over 50, and I can solve it. So as long as my proportions match, I'm okay. Okay? That's what you're doing today. And there's our homework, and away we go. And there's only 34 problems. And I would tell you to cut it in half, but I really think we need to do it all. Okay? Yes, you may. Park Valley, any questions?